What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome to 32 Teams, where I review all 32 teams in the NHL after the 2022-23 season. This series will consist of an overview, the regular season, postseason, player stats, team stats, and my overall opinion about the team. We will start in the Western Conference and then move on to the Eastern Conference. Today, we will review the Colorado Avalanche. Let's get started. The 2022-23 Colorado Avalanche season marked the 44th for the NHL franchise that joined the league in 1979. The 27th season, the franchise relocated from Quebec before the start of the 1995-96 NHL season, and the 51st season overall, including their participation in the WHA, where the franchise was founded in 1972. They were the reigning Stanley Cup winners before the season began. Following an overtime victory over San Jose Sharks on April 4, 2023, the Avalanche secured a playoff position. The Seattle Kraken shocked them in the opening round, defeating them in 7 games. Colorado had a back-to-back 50-win season for the first time in the team's history after finishing with 51 victories in 2018 and 56 victories in 2021-2022. With 51 victories and 109 points, the Avalanche finished the 2022-23 campaign with a 51-24-7 record. This was a remarkable accomplishment for a team that fought throughout the season and kept itself accountable to a winning expectation. Colorado secured a spot in postseason for the 6th straight year with their unbeatable record. Colorado had qualified for the postseason 6 times in a row, which is the second longest active streak, trailing only a tie between Boston and Toronto, who have only done so 7 times in a row going back to 2016-17 season. The Avalanche started their season with a 5-2 win against the Chicago Blackhawks. The Avalanche had a shaky start in the beginning, where they went 4-4-1. However, the Avalanche would be able to shake this off and go 8-3-0 in November. The Avalanche now has a good record of 12-1 after November. Finally, December is finished, and they had a 7-6-2 record in December, which is ideal. In 2022, they had a record of 19-13-3, which is pretty good. More games are still to come, though, and the season is not over yet. In January, they had an 8-5-0 record. In February, they were 7-1-2, which might have been one of their best record of the year and season. March was another great month for them, where they went 10-5-1, and finally April, which was their best month, and went 7-0-1, having no regulation losses at the end of the month. A perfect ending for the Avalanche. Combining all these months, the final record for the reigning Cup champs is 51-24-7 or 109 points, which was by far enough for them to clinch the playoffs, and they won the Central Division. A season like this for the Avalanche was not too surprising. They were the Stanley Cup champs last year, and they were a great team that had great players and chemistry. All this talent was enough for them to win the Cup last year, but how far will they go this year? The Avalanche are playing against the Seattle Kraken. The Kraken are a surprising team that made the playoffs, and they have a great offense, and the Avalanche need to play great. The Avalanche is a clear favorite in the series, so let's find out who wins the series. In Game 1, the Kraken surprised everyone by only allowing 1 goal and winning the game. Not so fast, though. In Game 2, Avalanche redeemed themselves with a 3-2 win, and in Game 3, they won 6-4, giving the Avalanche a 2-1 lead in the series. Only 2 more wins and the Avalanche advance. Game 4 starts and it's a close game. It goes overtime and the Kraken is able to survive and win, equalizing the series. In Game 5, the Kraken is able to win again, which now gives the Kraken a 3-2 lead, just 1 win away from advancing. Game 6 happens and the Avalanche are able to win it comfortably with a 4-1 in the 4-1 score, forcing a Game 7. Everything goes down now. Whoever wins advances, and whoever loses goes home and plays golf. In Game 7, it's 0-0 after the first period. However, the Kraken scored 2 goals in 4 minutes in the second period, which gives them the lead. The Avalanche score 1 back, but it's still down 2-1. The Avalanche tries their hardest in the third period, but the Kraken are able to hold on. The Kraken are able to win it, which ends the series 4-3. The Avalanche season is over. The team is shocked. They won the Stanley Cup last season, but they lost in the first round in the next season. This happens in hockey, and all you have to do is learn and move on. Now let's look over the player stats. The clear point leader is Nathan MacKinnon with 111 points in 71 games. He didn't even play the full season and he has 111 points. This was his best season, his career high in almost everything. 111 points is crazy. First time he hit over 100 points, hit over 110 points. Next he had Mikko Rantanen with 105 points. Another great player, another career high for him. And then when you go next, is Kale McCarr, which is a 40-point difference, which really shows that McKinnon and Radden had a huge impact on this team. And there isn't that many players with 20 plus points. There is many, but there's less than the Kraken. So it really shows how you have these good players, McKinnon and Radden, that could really help the team. And it really does show in these player stats. You go down to the goalies and they had a good amount, mainly Georgiev, who played 62 games, won 40 of them. Great. He had a 2.53 goals allowed average, pretty good, and 9.90 save percentage, pretty good. Next, you have Frank Cruz with 8 wins in 16 games, which is ideal. Then he has a save percentage of 9.15. I mean 9.915, and a goals average 2.61, which is really not that bad. So they have a really good and decent team that was supposed to do great, but unfortunately did lose to the Seattle Kraken. Now let's move on to the team stats. So now for face-off win percentage, Colorado is actually one of the worst with 46.7%. Not the greatest shot against. Colorado mid-table 30.31 shots. It's okay. It's okay, I guess. You need good shot. Really need good shots for this. And yes, they do have 33 shots per game, which is higher than the shots against, which is good. You need that. The penalty kill. Colorado mid-table again 79%. Okay, it's okay. It's not that bad. Power play needs to be high, and they are. Good power play percentage. Almost a quarter of the time they score on the power play, so that's a pretty good stat. Goals allowed, you want to be low. Colorado, and they are low. 2.72. That's pretty decent. It's not too bad. 3 goals a game in rounds two. Goals for Colorado need to be high, and they are. That's pretty good. 3.34. It's higher than goals allowed, so that's good. You need that. Overall, the team stats are not too bad. Their face-off percentage need to be better to be a better team. But overall, it's really not that bad. Penalty kill, I think it needs to be better. I think the penalty kill needs to be better. Or am I wrong about that? Uh, I mean, it's maintain. I guess it's okay. You just need better face-off win percentage. Because if you don't have a good face-off, how are you gonna win those face-offs if you're not good at winning them? You need to win face-offs to be good, and I think that's the only thing they need to improve on. But overall, really good season for Colorado, and the team stats do show it. Now, what's my overall opinion about this team? I think the Avalanche had a great season but a disappointing playoff run. They weren't expected to be eliminated that early into the playoffs, considering the fact that they won the cup last season. You can't really do anything about it. They lost and they have to move on from it. They are great without a doubt and will make the playoffs next season, but may not be able to go far. The offense and defense is great, but can they make the Stanley Cup next year? That will be the question I will end on. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Avalanche were one team away from ending the Western Conference. I know this is so Vegas. My next video is Edmonton. I know I have Vegas, but like I said yesterday, Vegas will be last because I want to make this. I want the last episode to be the Stanley Cup champ. So yeah, last technical one for Western Conference, and I'm ready. I'm ready to move on to Eastern Conference. I'm a Devils fan, so I mainly focus on Eastern Conference. So there should be more high quality videos. These videos I kind of like research and put on, in which if I do Eastern Conference, it should be easier for me to think about. So yeah, more quality videos once Eastern Conference comes in. Hope you guys enjoy this video. And then yeah, have a good day and stay safe. Go have a good one. See ya.